Tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from San Diego County Supervisor Dave Roberts after two of his former staff members filed claims against him on misuse of county funds and an inappropriate relationship with a male staff member. Nothing was left out in this interview, and Roberts denies every allegation, adding, quote, "Both claims are lies and there will be no payout." Who's going to be responsible for that? You say that if it's not found true, you say you're going to be proven innocent in this. But if you're not, who's responsible for that $750,000?
This claim is a lie. Both claims are lies. So there will be no payout.
Do you have support of your fellow supervisors?
I can tell you my colleagues are really irritated about this situation and the spotlight this has put on the county. They have said that they do not want to pay a severance. I agree with them. We are not going to pay a severance package because I didn't do anything wrong.
And one of the most controversial claims of misuse of county funds were these baseball cards with Roberts' picture on it to promote a county program. His former staff member says it was Roberts' idea, a bad one at that, and he eventually agreed to ask the staff member to, quote, "make the cards disappear." Roberts denies that as well, saying he only held off on the idea because of a poor design. Did you agree with this idea? Do you think it was a good idea? Because it's been displayed as a misuse of taxpayer funds.
This, we thought in the office, particularly my chief of staff, was a clever new way of showcasing a supervisor in a county, and that's how this idea came about.
But clearly, you say this came off of something that Pete Wilson did, but that was 1991, and that was before social media, it was before the internet. Clearly it was something that could be done then, but you're active on social media. Why not just save the money and do something like this via social media?
These cards cost less than $1,000, and elected officials, sheriffs, and others in the state of California, and I'm told throughout the country, actually use baseball cards, so I'm not unique in this.
And Roberts' former chief of staff, Glennis Vaughn, and his former office manager, Diane Porter, have both filed separate claims totaling almost $750,000. Roberts also denies that inappropriate relationship with staff member Harold Meza. In fact, he gave us a sworn statement from Meza claiming that he has been falsely portrayed. You can read that for yourself right now on 10news.com. And Melissa Messiha continues our team coverage on this. Melissa, Roberts is one of the newest supervisors on the board.
Yeah, to give you some context, he was elected back in 2012. He's often seen smiling at public events, but some of his staff paints a different picture. In the last few weeks, these are the 4 employees from his office who have left. Glennis Vaughn, Diane Porter, and Brittany Shaw complained about the working conditions. Vaughn, his former chief of staff, and former scheduler Diane Porter filed claims against the county. Both accused Roberts of misusing taxpayer money and retaliation. Vaughn, who had extensive experience in government, also said in her claim she tried to put a stop to Roberts' quote improper conduct but was not successful. She's asking for $475,000 from the county. Porter's claim is $250,000. Roberts is the only Democrat on the board and the first to be elected in more than 2 decades. Melissa Messiha, Team 10.